Floor Jansen doing "Alone" by Heart.
Because I like to listen to Heart Through Heart. Have you ever heard that lady fucking? I'm gonna show it right now. Her playing live. She fucking
Who?
snaps. The lead singer lady.
Of Heart?
Yes.
Yes, I've seen it.
I should have played the
Telling
beginning.
you, look and listen to Floor Jansen doing the Heart cover "Alone."
I will after this. I want to hear this first, but I will. Because she fucking snaps. And then in the beginning is funny too. The beginning of this song, because the girl comes on. The girl comes on with the acoustic guitar, the sister, and completely fucking just shits the bed. It's horrible. See, she fucked up once. Twice. That was a good one. 3 times.
You talking about the guitar?
Yes, she fucked up 3
How
times.
the fuck
already.
would you know? She's playing one that's tuned.
4 times.
You don't even know what the
because
fuck that
she's
is.
missing fucking. She missed the chord. I could tell that she fucking barely hit the chord she meant to hit. 4 times.
Well, she was probably drunk out of her fucking gourd.
5 times now.
Yeah, I agree with Connery. Nancy, fucking hell of a guitar player.
Who? This one that I'm watching right now?
Yeah.
Nah. She fucked up 3. She's already fucked up 5 times. And I'm sure more than that since I was done talking. Here goes. That's the only part. She could do that part pretty good. It's just not bad. But then the man comes in with the electric guitar. And
Jesus, you're making
murdering
it fucking sick.
You hear that? Little Sister Heart couldn't do that one. But let's get to women ruling the world though. This fucking.
Just look up Floor Jansen doing "Alone."
I'm about to right now. As soon as this girl goes, it blows me away every time I hear it.
How can you like that dude with that white Les Paul, man? He looks like the most faggy motherfucker.
I never said that he was cool or not, but he came in and saved the day guitar-wise. Listen to that shit.
He looks more effeminate than the chick guitar player.
I don't care. Maybe he identifies as a girl, I don't know, but that testosterone made him murder that guitar. She got some big, I never noticed, she got some big knockers too, holy shit. How old is this lady now? Is she dead?
No, she's not dead. She's probably mid-late 60s. I don't think she's that much older than her.
No, that ain't that bad.
Yeah, well, if you're talking about singers, she probably weighs, close to 350. Last time I seen her on the couch. She might have lost weight after I think I heard that.
Oh, she blew up.
Yeah.
What am I watching? Floral Arrangement Sings Alone.
Floor Jansen.
Flora?
Floor. Like on the fucking floor.
That's a stupid fucking name. Floor Johnson.
Unless you're from Holland where floor means flower.
Yeah, that's a stupid fucking name. Alone cover. Alone live. I like live performances. That's why they're all my favorites. Wait a second. Is this a fucking... Oh my god. You got me listening to this gothic monster? The Frank...
Well, you could do...
Sodomizer's on my list.
You could do marry, fuck, or cut your dick off before you let it get the idea.
Marry, fuck, or kill yourself?
Basically, I was just trying to leave the word kill out of it.
Yeah, whatever, though. Oh, she was only born in 1954. She's still a young bird.
Yeah.
Amy Coney Barrett? Who's Amy Coney Barrett? Oh, she kind of reminds me of not Helen Hunt, but what's that lady that's in movies that looks kind of Helen Huntish?
I don't know.
So I think I'd marry Sonia Sotomayor because
What?
I guarantee you she knows how to cook. She's an old Puerto Rican lady. She's gonna cook me some great food. Then I'm gonna fuck Amy Vivian Coney Barrett.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one.
Yeah, she's the youngest, whatever. And then no, Joan Ruth Bader Ginsburg is pretty fucking gnarly. I think that I would kill myself for Elena Kagan. She kind of looks like a fucking I don't want to say retard, but she has that oval face and those squinty eyes. I hope he could beat this shit. It looks
From all I've seen,
to me morally he's cool. He's exempt. He's fine. Now we just gotta see what fucking our wonderful fucking not broken at all judicial system fucking does for him.
well, fortunately, he's in Wisconsin and not in Illinois in this court.
Oh, if he was in
But
Illinois.
then again, a lot of Illinois is not nearly as liberal as people think. You know, that's usually big city type stuff.
Let me tell you something, Tony. If this fucking cheesehead moseyed on down to Chicago to stop a protest with his AR-15, he would have been murdered immediately. He would have got shot from 5 different angles. As soon as he got out the car and was adjusting his rifle on his back, they would have lit him up. He wouldn't have lived in the Chicago riot. But fucking out here in Kenosha where fucking Boner and Joey and fucking Gruskaupt are fucking
Boner and Joey.
He was fine.
How do you know he's got a boner?
I don't know. I just figured that's got to be. Statistics say that that's one of their nicknames. One out of 3 white guys is named Boner.
When I decided to buy the 44 Magnum, I did that with a reason. You know, and I knew going into it that there was going to be recoil issues.
Yeah, but you shoot though, so you know how to fucking make up for that. That's what I'm saying.
For a first timer, if they told me they wanted to go out and buy a 44 Magnum, I would do my level best to convince them to not do that.
Yeah, start smaller. I mean, Jesus Christ, even a 357 Magnum could be a handful for some newbie motherfuckers, you know? And I'm not talking shit like you're a newbie, you're a faggot or something like that, but I'm just saying, you know, when you first jump into something, it's fucking rough. You go into the deep end of the pool and never learn how to swim, motherfucker might drown.
That's it. You know, I would, you know, at least with the 44 Magnum or the 357, you have the option to use in specials on both of those. I don't know that many newbies would. I certainly didn't. When I first bought it, I bought the hottest fucking 44 Magnum loads that the gun shop had. And the gun was a handful, even though it was, you know, 4-pound gun.
But still, though, like, it's like riding a bike with training wheels on. You'll never get your confidence fully.
Dude,
take them shits off.
There's only one way you can convince that Glock to go off, and that is to depress the trigger. You could throw that fucker out of an airplane at 30,000 feet. It ain't going to go off.
Well, Clay, I mean, summed it up all right there in a short sentence. I don't remember in any of the 4 rules mentioning a manual safety. So that's a good point right there. They never say, make sure you sweep the safety, that keep your finger off the trigger.
Now, if you have a 1911 and you're carrying that, yes, you need a safety, or you need to carry it Israeli style. You know, because the trigger is exceptionally light, but a Glock trigger isn't really light out of the box.
got to think too that there's an agenda that she has to follow too. She can't just have people. She can't be openly fucking murderous and racist and all this other shit. She's got to keep her fucking facade down too, just like the facade of democracy, so we don't see the hypocrisy and expose the monarchy. Recruited by all of the services except for the Navy, too tall. Well, yeah, you got to be able to fit two guys in those little bunks, those bottom bunks.
Two guys stacked?
Well, yeah.
That's why village people made such a big hit out of being in the Navy?
Yeah, they loved the village people loved the Navy boys when they came into town.
The hell I can fucking piss off today. I ain't buying your damn land. I ain't buying my old lady is.
Yeah, how much of a VIG is going to be on the land?
How much of a what?
A VIG. That's mafia talk for interest.
None. Paying cash.
No, on his land. 5'7" is fucking super tall. That's 3 inches away from 6.
5'7".
5'7" is 3 inches away from 6 feet.
5
Tony.
inches away from 6 foot, you dipshit.
7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah, you're right. It's 3 inches away.
I thought you were a lot shorter than me.
It's
more than 3 inches.
It's 3 inches taller than what I am, or shorter than what I am.
3 inches taller than what you are.
I'm 5'10".
Jimmy the midget.
Hey guys, I'm 5'2".
I'm a sky man. I swore you was like 5'4".
Nah.
Not you, John.
Nah, I know, not him neither.
Night Strike's a fuck ton shorter than I thought he was too.
Night Strike?
Yeah.
Well, how tall is he?
Probably 5'5", 5'6". He's shorter than I am.
Not a basketball player.
Otherwise, he was exactly what I expected.
He looked out. I was have another man tie your pants was a deal breaker for me. Inspection time, boys. General inspection.
Just remember, my name is Mark Edward York.
The third element is
Tony is an alien.
Circumstances of the defendant's conduct showed utter disregard for human life. Again, in determining whether the circumstances of
and half of that statement is true, so you take a pick.
Consider these factors: what the defendant was doing, why he was doing it, how dangerous the conduct was, the obviousness of the danger, whether the conduct.
Where'd you get Tony from? That's interesting.
All other facts and circumstances relating
what?
to the conduct.
That's an alias?
The evidence relating to
yeah.
self-defense and deciding whether the circumstances of the defendant's conduct showed utter disregard.
It's an alias because my name's Anthony.
Is on the state to prove by evidence which satisfies you beyond a reasonable doubt that the defendant.
No, I thought you said it was fucking Mark.
Mark's my own. That's what I said. Half of that's true.
You can't start this new fucking relationship on lies, Papa. Big fucking news, guys. Big news this weekend. So I did the whole DNA thing, and I found out who my real dad is.
Let me guess, it's Bernie Sanders.
No, Tony. I think I'm a York.
No, you're not.
I'm pretty sure I'm a York, man. Were you in or around the Chicagoland area in the 80s at any point in time in your life?
No.
Well, then my mom must have traveled. Because it says it.
I'm not going to completely deny the possibility, but I wasn't in Chicago.
Yeah, well,
that's not true either. I think 79 I was.
So Tony's not my fucking Tony's not just my friend and my brother, he's my dad. And that means two great things for me. Maybe even three. The first thing is obvious. I'm full white now. So that's fantastic. I'm gonna ride
They don't
that.
even think I'm full white for sure.
I'm gonna ride that bullet train to the end of time, and then fucking so I could do whatever I want to. I just got to change a few paperworks from my past, and it'll be fine. The second great thing is since now that I'm white, I could do whatever I want to. I could and I think that the money's gonna start rolling in, so we're gonna start a Patreon now, the whole 9 yards.
Well, it sure ain't done nothing for me.
And then the third great thing is that inheritance, Tony. I think that you're gonna have to rework your wills. let me in, Papa.
Where this thing in Georgia's going, because they're trying to tie these together like they're the same damn case.
What, the Aubrey guy?
Yeah.
I haven't even paid attention to that.
When everybody that I've talked to on our side of it's these guys are fucking guilty.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with Second Amendment, though, does it?
Well, they had guns.
Yeah, but still, though, I mean, I don't know. Was it cops or was it people? I have no idea what the case is.
People. This was three dudes that ran down a black guy and shot him with shotgun. A black guy who was apparently nosing around in some private property that was under construction.
And what state was this in?
Georgia.
Come on now. If you're not in Atlanta, that type of shit's going to happen. Just like it's going to happen in Alabama, just like it's going to happen in Mississippi, just like, come on now.
No.
There's still racism out there. That happens. That's how that is. And then on top of that, you're fucking, like you said, nosing around and some motherfuckers, I don't think it would have mattered if you were white, Mexican, black. I'm pretty sure that these motherfuckers would have chased you down and shot you.
Well, that's quite possible, but the fact is these guys are guilty of murdering this dude. Irregardless of what this fucker did.
Oh, I'm not. You listen. I'm not saying that he's right or wrong. I'm not saying none of that. What I'm saying is that for them to take the most like regular shit that happens, it's tragedies, but shit that happens all the time, and then to try and fucking turn it around and make it fucking, I don't know, something that it ain't. It may very well have been racism. It may very well have been whatever, but it has nothing to do with Kyle Rittenhouse defending himself.
I know it, and that's the whole thing. They're trying to make them like the same damn case.
I mean, everybody wants a Glock carbine. If you tell me that you have any interest at all at Glock, I know that you want a fucking 16-inch upper to throw on your little Glock lower. I know that. I know it. And I know that you want them in multiple calibers, too. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants that. Not everybody wants a 1911. So let's melt all these fucking old 1911s down, unless they're in 10 millimeter or made by a manufacturer that makes beautiful 1911s. Let's melt all, or if you're sentimentally attached to it, let's melt all these motherfuckers down and make some Glock carbines. We all came from rape.
Well, it's possibly the case with any human being born. Because, 100 years ago, most marriages were arranged. Or 150 years ago, something to that effect.
Yeah.
There wasn't any love involved. It's like, motherfucker, you give me 2 coons and a possum skin, you got this bitch for yourself.
You could own this piece of property. But see, couldn't that I mean, in a fucking in a world like we live in today, that could be considered rape.
And that's kind of what I was pointing at, is that could go for damn near anybody alive today. At some point, there's somebody in their past that went through something like that.
Which is why, that's my point, and point proven. Most people originated from rape. It could be said that most people in their lineage somewhere down the line especially back in those conquering days, whether you were a conquistador or fucking bumbling around fucking Canada with the French or fucking...
What? Wait, just a second. All right, you've been seemingly fascinated with rape for the past few shows, and you're wanting to dig up repressed memories. Are you trying to hint at something here?
I don't know, man. Speaking of African American Friday and South Africans, would a South African immigrant to America be considered an African American? And if so, wouldn't that be confusing? Because the South Africans are the white ones.
Well,
but African nonetheless, and then came to America, making them African American.
If they pass the citizenship test, I guess you have a point.
Yeah. Except for...
However,
what?
Considering that they were considered way more fucking racist than we ever were, I'm just sensing there's going to be some heat in that little argument.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty sure that the South Africans still have North Africans as slaves. Is North African a thing? I don't know.
I don't know, man. They certainly got a bad rap in Lethal Weapon 2.
I just think it'd be hilarious to see a South African guy say that he's African American.
Yeah, especially if he's got the perfect Aryan look.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Blue as the sky. No, mate, I'm African American. Check my credentials. I'm like, you
We're gonna start a fucking war here.
You Australian motherfucker. No, mate.
God damn. What else we got to do? Anything else offensive on the horizon?
Yeah. So South African immigrants still African American? I think yes. Yes.
You just covered that, god damn it.
I know. I'm going over what we just went over so I can move on to something else. So the answer to that is yes, correct?
I'm trying to get us fucking past this so we don't start a fucking race war again.
Well, we need an answer to the question before we move on. So
if you immigrated from Africa and you became American, then you are African American. I don't give a shit what color you are.
Yeah.
Racist prick.
There you go. See? So now we've just debunked the word. Me and Tony York just proved the word African American is bullshit. And it doesn't mean black. She looks like a siren, one of those siren creatures that have claws for hands and feet, but they look like a beautiful woman. Oh my God, look at those fucking comment below about those claws. Uh-oh, she's stuck. Have you ever seen stuck porn, Tony?
No.
Where someone's stepsister will get caught in the laundry machine.
Oh, yeah.
Madonna's...
And her brother comes in and fucks her.
Yeah, comes in and comes out. Yeah. And, yeah, Madonna's...
I didn't realize it was you. Well, who in the fuck else? Goddamn wandering idiot.
I just saw an ass. Well, Madonna's stuck under her bed. Look at the fucking thing in her leg. Oh my God, her old lady legs. Ugh.
Shit. Pull it. Tow it, took off Mill Ford. This Friday and Saturday. Push it. Pull it. Tow it, took off Mill Ford. This Friday and Saturday. Push it. Pull it. Tow it, took off Mill Ford. This Friday and Saturday.
I'm still on the push, pull, and tow.
Big fat dago. That's what I thought my dad was. Big fat dago.
Dad!
At least it was Horizon. It wasn't that heavy to pull.
This guy. I thought this guy was my favorite.
Well, evidently you didn't think your mom had very high standards.
Worth money. Call Victory Auto Wreckers at 860-2000 for a quote. Victory will buy, no matter what condition your car is in. Victory will tow it away free, and you'll get cash on the spot. Or save money by fixing up your car with used parts. Victory has 7 acres.
These guys, hey, these guys still got Eagle Man.
Victory Auto Wreckers, 710 East Green in Bensenville, near O'Hare. 860-2000.
Tony,
What?
you guys still got fucking Eagle Man.
Like for Eagle stores?
No, Eagle Man Insurance.
What's that?
No. Never heard of it.
Do you have insurance on this car? No. It must
No.
be Eagle Man.
I've got something for you.
So the guy you thought was your dad was that fuzzy-headed white guy or that big fat dude in whatever the hell?
Oh, look
The
at
fact
those
they
low
they both
rates.
have a possibility. Eagle Man could have been my fucking dad. I don't know.
What's that?
Do you have insurance on this car?
No. It
No.
must be Eagle Man.
I never heard of that shit.
I've got something.
It must have been local
for
Chicago
you.
commercials.
Oh,
Low
Yeah.
rates.
look,
Look
at
at
those
those
low rates.
rates. Goes the Eagle One. Is this the one where one of them where they say, "Look, she's dropping her eggs"? That's Man Cow. Man Cow in the morning.
Do you have insurance on this car?
No. What's that?
Yeah, the shit you get by with
It's
back
Eagle
then
Man.
is way different than you make today.
I've got something for you.
Look, she's dropping her rates.
Yep. Look, she's
You
dropping
can't
her
beat
eggs.
Eagle guarantees the lowest
It
auto
was
rates in
a
Illinois.
douchey
Look at those
Chicago
low rates.
program or commercial.
You can tell that Capone's lineage is in there somewhere.
What? So,
I don't want that.
What's going on over there?
well, yeah, it's a bunch of assholes.
be selling
It's a bunch of assholes.
You'll buy our insurance, or you won't
Oh, look, they were so progressive back then. They got a tranny lady
What's that?
with a mustache.
must be Eagle Man.
Freak you
I've
auto
got
insurance.
something
We do have
for
progressive.
you.
You can't beat these.
Eagle puts the lowest rates available, so don't buy your insurance from a freak dealer.
By progressive, I mean the brand with flow.
Yeah, I know that, but every fucking buddy has that. That's not cheap old Chicago commercials. Mullinoik, Mullinoik. You don't remember that?
Freak you also.
Roast beef, hot links, and more to give. Cube steaks, hot dogs, real tips. Ooh, pork chops, turkey wings, and chicken wings too. Give me a wave if you like
I can't
catfish.
believe
Jump
anybody
up
still
if it's
here
your
watching.
favorite dish. Tommy likes ribs and chicken wings. If you like wave for catfish. Scream for ribs.
Mullinoik.
The mustache lady with 2 eggs.
Boing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They were super progressive back then.
Baby, spare ribs, roast beef, hot links, and more to give. Cube steaks, hot dogs,
Oh my God, being a kid was so fun.
Give me a wave if you like catfish. Jump up if it's your
Yeah, for any of
favorite
you
dish.
that are actually
Tommy likes
watching
ribs
this
and
shit,
chicken
now it
wings.
kind of
If you
starts to
like
explain why
give
Jimmy
me a
is
wave.
Jimmy.
Wave for catfish. Scream for ribs.
Evidently, this is the shit they inundated you with on Chicago television.
Customize and save.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Who sat at my desk?
Illinois.
Bedrooms,
What?
dinettes,
Moo and Oink.
You can find them at the market.
That's all. They're closed down now.
Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall.
I can't imagine why.
Come shop with us. I said flea market, Montgomery. It's just like a mini mall. Hey, come shop. Living room, bedroom, diners.
Couldn't just shit before their customers says this is a good idea.
It's just like.
Oh no, they were in the back watching and like, this is fucking great. This is gold.
It's just like a mini mall. Hey, living rooms, bedrooms, dinettes.
Oh
yeah,
my God.
you can find them.
Where we going now?
We talking about flea market.
Because they'll let fucking the Jersey guy, you know, they were trying to give him 10 years for a black powder fucking, revolver or rifle. I can't remember. But a kid raper, a child molester will get fucking 8 months or a couple years. And then they get their own little segregated population that they get to go to so they don't get fucking murdered. You guys will give pedophile. Well, I mean, this is the American government we're talking about here, but these guys will give pedophiles a pass, and we get the fuck out of here. This system is broke.
There is a certain segment that wants to include pedophilia as a sexual identity.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, remember there was that story about that fucking guy in Illinois that he moved in with his friend and their wife and their kids, and he was molesting the fucking 7-year-old, saying that he identified as a 9-year-old boy, and that actually flew in court. The guy went to jail.
Guns is guns. I got everybody.
That type of shit shouldn't even be listened to. And what are you trying to do? Get an insanity plea here, buddy? Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
How about stopping mobs who steal ghost hammer and ghost pry bars from Home Depot to mob rob storefronts? Well,
yeah.
I didn't get my ghost hammers or my ghost hatchet or my ghost hat from Home Depot.
Well,
I don't know that I've ever been in a Home Depot in my life, so I can't blame them.
Well, the United Nations military isn't worried about hammers and crowbars, Tony. They're worried about semi-automatic weapons. Yeah, because when they touch down, they could handle those hammers and crowbars, but they might get some static if somebody has some ghost guns. Oh shit! All right. Real quick, in news today, Tony, name 5 famous women.
Mata Hari.
Exactly. Yeah. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, man. I've been in Arizona now for 10 fucking years, so now I'm in Nevada. I think I'm gonna just stick to the desert.
Pussy. Coward.
The desert is fucking desolate. Oh my God, it's dangerous. Dangerous.
Yeah.
The desert is dangerous. That's where cowboys go to die. Where you're at is cowboys go to fucking rest.
Where I'm at, cowboys go to get laid.
Yeah, go to rest and have sex without worrying about anything.
Right, now tell me which sounds better in the long term. You want to settle somewhere to have sex and rest, or somewhere to die?
I'm a warrior. I'm a cowboy warrior. So I like the desert.
Even warriors want to get laid.
Yeah, they got Reno. They got Reno. And guess what? You still got to keep your head on a swivel out there.
I ain't digging no goddamn holes.
Yeah, I would do that. That's what I thought you were talking about when we were talking about it off air. I thought you were going to give it like a foundation.
I can't. The way they deliver the goddamn thing, I can't put the little concrete post piers in. Because they have to drive over that.
Well, I hope you ever seen Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
I hope you guys invest in helmets because you don't want to bump your head in a hurricane and imagine a bunch of...
Wizard of Oz wasn't a hurricane, dipstick. It was a tornado.
Tornado. Whatever. Same shit to me, Tony. You know why?
Desert is not a cool idea. It's a hot idea.
Because I'm in the fucking desert.
You need to look at the climatology of what a desert actually is, because it's really fucking hot.
Go up to the mountains, you'll be fine.
You realize that there's desert right here 25 miles away from me.
Let's just talk over each other, Tony.
Yeah, I am, because I don't want to hear what you got to fucking say. You know there's desert.
Children.
You know there's desert 25 miles away from me.
Where? In Missouri?
Sand Ridge State Forest.
If you don't get the fuck out of here.
I'm telling you, if you look this motherfucker up, the son bitch was desert fucking 50,000 years ago. Still complete with the desert flora and fauna. I mean, the fucking thing's even covered with prickly pears.
A flat plain and a desert are similar.
It's not different. Flat.
Okay, whatever.
It's all sand dunes.
It's a plain. If it's in the Midwest or East Coast, it's a plain.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And Tony, if you don't, the blocks will sink. Boom.
I don't care.
What do
I got
you
a
mean
fucking jack.
Care? Oh, you're gonna keep it on jack?
Yes, no, I can jack it up and add more boards under it or block or whatever. No, actually, what I want to do is I wanted to put posts in the ground around the outside perimeter of the building, and then attach it with that, and just have the center of it sitting on fucking blocks on gravel. And if I have a problem, then I'll just lift it up and add a little more cribbing. I want the building attached. So if I have a major earthquake, I'm not going to be down in the fucking gully when I wake up. If I wake up.
Now, he says I'm partial to cooler, extend outside time for workers' sports. No.
And the desert is not the answer.
You want to be in the heat for that. That's how you sweat, you lose calories, and the sport is actually a sport.
Says Jimmy, who is so fit and trim.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm working on it, motherfucker. I could be a whole lot fatter than I am. I promise you that.
Well, I could be a hell of a lot fatter than I am, too.
I think that could be said for anybody. Yeah. Nobody's gonna guess these motherfucking songs?
I haven't heard any.
Alright, then fine. Fuck it. I don't care. I thought it would be something fun for you guys, but fuck it. I showed the answers
Were you
anyway.
gonna play it or what?
Fuck no, I'm not gonna fucking play it. I already played them already. That's the whole... The game is called Remember Them Intros, which means that they gotta use their memory for Monday and Tuesday, or Monday and Wednesday, and then Friday they should, easily remember.
Now, wait a minute. Now, most of the time we start the show, there's only like one or two people in here when the intros go on.
That ain't my fault.
Well, I know it's not, but I mean...
If they don't listen back, they don't listen back. Then if they don't listen back, then obviously shit like this happens, and the segment becomes a failure.
It gets offended.
Yeah, it's all right. Fuck it. I won't put any more fucking intro songs up any fucking more. How you guys like that? We'll just fucking just fucking come in, fuckers.
And, you think about it, probably the guys that are in here in the beginning ain't here at the end.
Yeah. I don't care. Whatever. We're just here doing this. Who gives a fuck?
Not many from what the stats.
You played Alice Cooper, but I forgot. But title I forgot. Yeah, I did. It was Alice Cooper yesterday. Good job. All right. We got a couple fucking minutes left. So let's go to fucking Twitter. Since everybody hates the intros that I do. That's all right. I'm not that hurt.
Hate word. I mean, just don't pay no attention.
That's all right. One day they'll all notice me. Lord. lord. Yeah. Yeah, he's an asshole. Yeah, well, too bad nobody in this situation was a ninja or a bear, because both have been catching 22 bullets with their teeth for centuries.
Jesus Christ.
You never heard of ninjas and magicians catching bullets with their teeth? It ain't
I've seen guys do it on TV, but I figured it was staged.
Yeah, they're not doing it with 44 Magnum. They're catching 22s.
The guy I seen caught fucking 45.
Well, they didn't do that in real life. In real life, it was a 22.
I kind of thought it was staged, but
They used the 20. Yeah, they did. After he caught the 22 in his mouth, then they fucking went and put a 45 in there.
yeah.
So
Why wouldn't he catch a 45? Because it's going fucking slower.
it's possible. It's possible, but you got to open wider for it.
I see.
Open wide. Yeah, that's funny too. He claims to be Baldwin claiming to be a victim of gun violence now. he's a survivor. Oh, Jesus Christ. Baldwin is a survivor. He has survived gun violence.
God, please let me get this fucking cabin in the woods finished so I can fucking disappear.
It doesn't work, Tony. Then you're going to still have to come back here and talk about it anyway. Trust me, I tried. Picture of the bear skull and the 22 caliber holes on the fucking left side. Hang on. See, look at this. That wasn't even a big bear. Look, there's the holes in the head.
Fucking Christ's sakes.
That wasn't even a big bear. They spread that skin out. I know you've seen the picture already. They spread that skin out. That's the holes right there. Which, by the way, yeah, she had a good group, but she was also using. Listen, she was also using a single shot rifle though too. So that means that the bear was already down on the ground. So really, that's just one shot. And then the rest of them, she was all up close and personal and had time to rack a bolt back and fucking aim. So, I mean, it's not that spectacular. Secondly, go ahead.
Try to put down all you want to, but it's proof positive. She's way fucking better than you and I are.
No, I haven't been put in that position, so I couldn't tell you that, Tony. I don't know. But look at
I can tell you that.
The bear ain't even that fucking big. Look at how you see how they're making it look bigger than what it really is. What you got to do now is fold this motherfucking skin in half. You fold the skin in half, and that's how big the bear really is. It's not a fucking flying squirrel. It doesn't have, So that's a lie also. I think now, the more that I look into this story, the more that I think that it's made up. Tony, I'm fine. No thanks. What does that mean? Means you ate before you came down here? All full? Is that it? No, I don't think so. I think you're too scared to be eaten. Now see, we're sitting down here, ready to negotiate, and you've already given up your shit. I'm still a mystery to you, but I know exactly where your white ass is coming from. See, if I asked you if you wanted some dinner, and you grabbed an egg roll and started to chow down, I say to myself, this motherfucker's carrying on like he done got a care in the world. Who knows? Maybe he don't. Maybe this fool's such a bad motherfucker. He don't got to worry about nothing. Just sit down, eat my Chinese, watch my TV. See? You ain't even sat down yet. On that TV there, since you've been in the room, there's a woman with her breasts hanging out. And you ain't even bothered to look. You just been clocking me. Now I know I'm pretty, but I ain't as pretty as a couple of titties. And then he replies, I'm not eating, 'cause I'm not hungry. I'm not sitting, 'cause I'm not staying. And I'm not looking at the movie, 'cause I saw it 7 years ago. It's the Max. It's the Mac with Max Julian, Carol Speed, and Richard Pryor. I'm not scared of you. I just don't like you. And in that envelope, there's some payoff money. Alabama's moving on to some greener pastures. We're not negotiating. I don't like to barter. I don't like to dicker. I never have fun in Tijuana. The price is non-negotiable. What's in that envelope is for my peace of mind. My peace of mind is worth that much, not a penny more. The worst murderer in the world would think that a pedophile is disgusting. That's the worst. What's the worst crime you could commit? Not taken away from the severity of any other crime, but this is the worst thing you could do.
Destroying a handgun or any gun.
Well, that's the first thing, of course, but number 2 is ruining a child's life forever.
But the point I'm making here is that it's less headache to fucking kill them and be done with it.
That, and with all of the we've gone through the Clinton kill list and all that shit. With all of these murders, clear murders, even some of the suicides. The suicide where the guy drove out to the fucking middle of nowhere, Harrisburg or whatever the fuck, and then stabbed himself in the back with a penknife 47 times. It was a suicide. Or the guy that got shot 2 times in the back of the head was a suicide. Or the lady at Starbucks where they just walked in and shot her and walked out was a botched robbery. Come on, man. These are all clearly murders. So if that much murder is, I don't know, unless this was, like I was saying, some kind of a blackmail scheme, there's no way that the Clintons were in charge of this operation. No way. Because them girls would be murdered. Them girls would be dead. Parents can be paid off too, which is true. Some might not even have parents as a guardian. You got to think. You seen Taxi Driver before, right? With De Niro.
Yeah.
Jodie Foster. Little fucking 12-year-old kid that ran away from home, went to another fucking whole nother side of the fucking state in New York, which might as well be the other side of the world. Parents wouldn't have known if she got killed, what she was doing. They had no idea what she was going through. There's millions of girls out there that are like that. Millions of girls. If somebody kidnapped me right now and took me to a sex island to abuse me, it would be years before I even was thought about being missing.
Clone of the new Army single action.
Mm-hmm.
You can't pull the hammer back, and if you release it before it cocks all the way,
right,
it will go off.
But
if the round is turned far enough to where the firing pin will strike the primer, the gun will go off without pulling the trigger.
That's what I was just going to argue, is that it's not going to, it wouldn't be lined up with the forcing cone.
Oh, it could be close enough.
Nah, really?
Yeah.
And then, so this is with what you said, the old Colt Armies?
Yeah, the old Colt 73 single action, the cowboy gun.
Is that what they were using?
Yeah.
Because every single gun that I've ever dealt with, you can't, you pull it back to half cock, it's stuck.
Right.
You pull it all the way, it's stuck.
If you pull it back to just short of all the way and release it, well, no, I don't think it would go off either.
No, it would be stuck at half cock.
Hang on a second. Let me get one out there.
Yes, please.
Unload it.
You should do it on the fucking camera. Give us
nope, it'll drop back to half cock. I'll be damned.
I told you so. I fucking
Shut
told
up.
you so. Now listen. So Alec Baldwin is a liar. What is this? Tom, why did you leave me so alone? Oh, Tom, where have you gone? So I'm not doing fucking shorts any fucking more, and I'm not doing any more fucking free shit. too that nobody's talking about. Everybody's talking about how a fucking hammer on a fucking single action fucking Colt fucking revolver works. But ain't nobody talking about these parents getting butt fucked in court.
I was fucking around with the chainsaw sharpener, sharpening all the chains on them. Fucking around with the chainsaw sharpener, sharpening all the chains on my chainsaws. I cut the living piss out of my finger because the teeth are so goddamn sharp. Can't wait to sink it into some wood now.
Oh gosh, was it a deep cut?
Deep enough that I had to soak it in cider to get it healed.
Cider? Didn't that sting?
Yeah. A little.
Oh. 10-year-old and 8-year-old passed. 10-year-old went to go murder his kindergarten the next day.
Now, what's the difference in this white guy pretending desperately to be black and somebody who's doing blackface?
Somebody that's doing it for blackface. You know what? I was gonna say the whole attention and profit thing, but that's exactly what Sean King is doing too. So there is none. Sean King doesn't have shoe polish on his head. That's it. Well, I take that back. He has shoe polish on his hair and his beard, but not on his fucking face. Little fucking ginger.
What, do these fucking gingers have a fucking school?
I don't know what a herd of gingers is called, but I know that they're akin to vampires. They can't go out in the sunlight because it hurts them. I think that garlic fucks with them, and if you stab them in the heart with a wooden stake, they die. Lane Maxwell brought to him, and then other underage whores brought more underage whores. The ones that went through him, it was like he was just testing them. He made him do a massage while he fucking beat off. You know, so it was like he was like testing them and see how far they would go or whatever. I don't know. But they came back, Tony.
Yeah.
You're a 15-year-old, 14-year-old, 17-year-old, and you go through now, the first experience, I'm with them being victims. They were cornered. They're young. There's somewhere foreign to them. They don't know where they are. Somebody else's fucking huge mansion that you can't just escape from. And I hear him on that one. But then after the first time, that's when you go and fucking tell everybody. Not 20 years later, when they even said it themselves. He fucking sent a taxi to my fucking house. And they said, Mr. Epstein wants you. No, I'm not going to get in the taxi. Is that fucking, if this was like some real nefarious fucking underground fucking nobody can find out about it type of shit, they would have killed these fucking bitches. These were all women that were repeat employees. There was hundreds of them, and then hundreds of them would recruit hundreds more. This wasn't no small time operation. And which, by the way, I get it's illegal and they're underage girls, making it gross and illegal. But you got to think these people kept coming. They're pulling the victim card right now, which in a way they were the first time. The first time they went there, they were victims for sure. When you decide to go back, knowing what you're getting into, how much of a victim are you?
Victim agreed.
Yeah, you got away. You escaped, but now you're gonna go give massages and hand jobs to motherfuckers for fucking $200. That's weird. You know what you're doing. And then my concern would be the toddlers, the little kids. People like I said, like Madeleine McCann, people like that go missing to these weird motherfuckers. I know that was on the island. That had to be on the island. If he had 14-year-olds, he had fucking 6-year-olds. I was horrified when I heard their first encounters. And then I was even horrified that some of the bitches' first encounters was from their friends bringing them over there. So, like, I was like, okay, let's suspend believability real quick and act like your friend didn't tell you what you were going to get into before you got there. And act like you were cornered and all that. All that shit is horrifying. You corner a fucking girl and fucking all of a sudden turn around on your massage and make her tweak your nipples while you beat off and shit. Like, that's weird. That's horrifying, especially for a little fucking 14-year-old girl. But when you come back, you're not a victim anymore, as far as I'm concerned. You're 14, and 14-year-olds can be idiots. Between the ages of 14 and 17 were these girls. And yes, you can be idiots and make impulsive, dumb choices, of course.
If you hang around long enough to get the pension, you can't hardly play that victim card.
Yeah. Well, even the first one, if you got to just like close your eyes and rub his chest and get the fuck out of there and get it over with, I can understand that. And I could even still call you a victim and still say, I feel sorry for you. But then when you come back and you come back and you come back and then you get tossed between old, disgusting Alan Dershowitz and Prince Andrew and fucking, all these politicians and shit. And then you come back again and you know what you're getting into. I just don't feel bad for you. Now, if you're one of these little toddlers that gets kidnapped off of the fucking streets and passed around like that, that's where you're definitely, if you escape and get out of there alive, you're a victim for sure. Because, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll talk shit and say that these girls weren't 100% victims because they went back, but they were definitely persuaded, if not duped. They were definitely persuaded to go back. Like it wouldn't have been their first choice, I'm sure. If they had any other means of making decent money, they probably wouldn't have gone back. That's degrading work, whatever, blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, I don't know, man. Being a prostitute was a job, and it seems like they were just going back and forth to work.
Yeah, and they were working at Park Avenue wages.
The best work that they could possibly get in that field. Would you rather be on the fucking street doing $20 blowjobs? Or would you rather fucking give massages for $200 while the guy jacks himself off?
On a fucking tropical island.
On a tropical island where you get to sit around and lounge at the pool when you're not fucking jacking people off. Maybe even sucking people off. You are sitting in luxury. They know, come on now. Motherfuckers knew what they were doing. There was persuasion, heavy persuasion. And I do believe that wasn't necessarily their first choice. But it was a choice nonetheless.
This conversation. Okay. You did an interview in which you said, not the worst thing to slap a woman now and then. As I remember, you said you don't do it with a clenched fist. It's better to do it with an open hand.
Of course.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I didn't love that.
I haven't changed my opinion.
You haven't?
No, not at all.
You think it's good to slap a woman?
No, I don't think it's good.
You don't think it's bad?
I don't think it's that bad. I think that it depends entirely on the circumstances and if it matters.
Now, if he'd have said that and then hauled off and slapped her, I would probably want to check that out.
And
he kind of implies that she's toeing the line.
Women are pretty good at this. They can't leave it alone. They don't want to.
Bill Burr did the same kind of thing in his show with the heckler in the audience. He said, I think he just gave me another one.
Give them the last word, but they're not happy with the last word. They want to say it again and get into a really provocative situation.
You let them say the last word, but they're not happy with the last word, then you get them to a provocative situation.
And get into a really provocative situation. Then I think it's absolutely right.
By the way, Sean Connery has...
The man, the myth, the legend. Sean Connery, folks.
That doesn't mean you ain't a pussy because you don't live there.
No, I just don't want it. I know that people die in tornadoes, and I know that there's tornadoes there, so I'm not going to be there.
People die from living. That's just the way it fucking works.
That is not a fact. People do not die from living is not a cause of death.
Oh, yes, it is.
Smoking, drinking and driving.
Are you just running down the list of shit that you do?
Not
pussy.
Seen Twister, seen all the movies where they get fucking carried away, lifted away, killed, murdered. Gunmetal guy says it right there. Tornadoes are murderers. A tornado, it can skip houses. Tornadoes choose who they want to kill.
He said murderer.
Murderer. Well, I'm turning it into murder and making it into my point because that's what the fuck is. It's true shit.
They're wind.
They're killers.
A stronger breeze than most.
AIDS is a fucking germ, is a virus. It's a killer.
Look, this house, and we are in the edge of Tornado Alley, let's say, but we are, has been here for probably 165 years, the original house. Still here. Our old house stood for, I know it was 150 years old, and they did shitty remodels on it and destroyed it, but and tore it down, but it stood, never hit by a tornado that I'd ever heard of. The other houses in town, yeah, they were newer houses. Don't build a new house. I really don't know where the fuck I was going with that.
Yeah, I don't know. But I know that you don't have to identify as a human to be a murderer.
But it certainly helps if you're going to get justice out of the deal.
No, they don't care. The tornadoes just like to see people bleed and hurt.
General rule of thumb thing doesn't apply to prison.
What do you mean?
You can certainly get hammered hard in prison.
Like raped?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you can get raped. Yeah. Yeah, but you know what? I would argue that most of the people in prison getting raped are either getting raped by their own people or are asking for the rape, and it's not really rape.
Well, you're one of those motherfuckers.
Hey, listen, if that guy didn't want to get fucked in his butt, he wouldn't have came to the chow hall dressed like that.
Fucking deal on the island.
No. Oh, no. They absolutely not.
Epstein is still the fucking great Satan of that place.
Well, yeah, and like I said, they were duped. They were definitely there was heavy persuasion going on there, and then money too to a broke motherfucker. $10,000 to go on your island for a month. Sign me the fuck up. Sign me up.
Yeah.
Where's the massage oil at? The good shit, not the cheap shit.
No shit. Come on in here, Bill. We'll take care of your act quick.
Yeah, where's Hillary at? I'll help Hillary out if I have to. Shit, I'll jerk off Michelle Obama. I don't.
You know, a lot of times that is so fucking annoying to listen to after. Because I'm talking over shit that I don't know that I am.
What's annoying?
Hearing those effects after the fact. Especially when I've talked over them.
Oh, yeah, because sometimes people don't hear you. Right?
I'm like, well, it's because I'm just covering up background noise and they don't hear either.
Do you feel drowned out sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes? Sorry, did I do that to you?
Most of the time it don't matter because I ain't saying nothing that fucking important anyway.
Tony, everything that you say is important. Don't discount yourself.
I'm not. Just, you know, it wouldn't be a big deal for people to hear the effect instead of what I was jabbering on about.
It's not just jabbering.
Hey, my trailer's in from Harbor Freight.
Oh. That's good news.
It's 4 or 5 days early. Yes, gunmetal guy, you question?
What was the question? Did I miss it?
I don't know, you just wrote Tony with a couple of question marks.
Why don't you guys hear at the same time or see the same thing? Are you not on the same software? No. So I'm running it off of OBS, and then pretty much just recording me and Tony. This is just me and Tony on a phone conversation, pretty much, and I'm recording it. I was gonna originally do this on Zoom, but I like having it on the Discord though, because that way I could like check the Discord with my phone and fucking, nobody chats over there. But if anybody were to be over there, I have access to it immediately. So yeah.
Yeah, sad soap opera music over Tony speaking is hilarious. Yeah, and it's going to be really fucking annoying later.
I think it's hilarious.
I'm sitting here thinking, that dirty son of a bitch.
Set me up again.